All right, what's up, everybody? Willis here. We're back with another Throne and Liberty video. Got a little news update once again for you lovely people. Thank you guys for all the support lately on the videos. I know it's been some time. We've been away for 2 days, just catching up, playing the game. We're going to give away 1,125 Lucent in this video. So like the video, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to enter. The winner will be announced in my Discord. All right, so let's jump into it. So this person is actually lucky enough, and they actually got 2 salvation from the matchmaking rewards. If you guys don't know, Throne and Liberty actually added the party matchmaking system. When you actually put it on random, guess what? You get this chest called the Randomized Matchmaking Reward 1-star, and you have a chance to get a Dimensional Essence Salvation and also a Dimensional Soul Shard selection chest, which is guaranteed. So the salvation has like a 7%, I think, drop chance. I still don't understand these like group pulls. I'm pretty sure what would happen was it pulls from the first group, which is 100% to get this, and then it's going to pull again from the second group, which has a 7% chance to give you these, which is actually pretty high, considering these are quite tedious to farm and are obviously used for a lot of people's best in-slot gear. It's definitely worth doing the random dungeons, especially if you just need to drain your dimensional contract tokens for the day. You also get the party matchmaking effect, which gives you 10% more health and 10% more damage. So it is worth doing these random dungeons. Are there any plans to fix the horrendously bad targeting? The targeting in this game is the worst I've ever experienced as MMO. I can obviously agree with this. Really killing the joy of PvP when you have to struggle just to get a target. Me, myself, I'm still sort of working to get my targeting sort of reset. I've recently just switched from Greatsword Dagger to Bow and Staff, which you guys have probably seen. Now, I lost around 100 combat power from doing this, and was it worth it? Oh, hell yes. We do a lot of Guild v Guild content, and being able to just do a ton of area damage is just the greatest feeling ever. But I'm sort of working on my targeting. One of the reasons I actually switched off Greatsword Dagger is if you guys have ever played Greatsword Dagger in this game while trying to target, it is the most horrible experience I've ever had in an MMO. Thankfully, I got your guys back. If you guys want the best targeting settings, come to your gameplay, go to target, and just copy all of these settings. As you can see, make sure these bosses are ticked. Make sure these boxes are ticked. This one here, as you can see. Make sure you got search by order of priority. And then finally, this one here on character. And then finishing up, make sure these ones are ticked as well. Now, obviously, by doing this, you are switching to sort of the tag targeting mode where you press tab and it will obviously target the closest player. This is mainly for PvP stuff. So if you guys are obviously PvE, you probably won't have to worry about targeting that much. But if you do a lot of Guild v Guild stuff, it's definitely going to help you out a ton. Speaking about Guild stuff, guys, we are currently recruiting for the guild I'm in. I'm basically putting out a call to anyone that is 3,000 and above combat power if you would like to join a very active PvP guild. We are currently ranked 3rd on the entire server. We have around 2 guilds, which are almost full. And if you guys love PvP, we do PvP every night, and you would like to join a guild, as long as you are over 3,000 combat power and you love PvP, come over to my Discord and send me a DM, and I'll show you guys how to apply for the guild. Once again, I'm probably going to have a lot of DMs, so obviously it may take some time for me to get back to you, but just make sure you DM me on Discord. The Discord will be pinned at the top of the video description. Yeah, come join a awesome PvP guild. GG, second time, still no one gets to play, so it looks like, unfortunately, this server has been disconnected from the Bellendir weekly boss fight once again. Now, obviously, Amazon put out a update for this to obviously make it fixed, but here's a quick tip I'm going to give you guys. When you are doing the Bellendir boss fight, come over to your settings here, go to your graphics, go to quality, and look for character count. Now, when you are doing the weekly bosses, put this to low. Put it to low, and your game will probably not crash. Now, it may be a server problem where the whole server just crashes, but hey, you won't crash yourself. Put that to low when you're doing the weekly Bellendir boss fight. Speaking of the Bellendir boss fight, guys, you'll never guess what actually happened. I actually managed to get the Queen Bellendir's Languishing Blade, which is the sword and shield. How crazy is that? I was actually one of the people to get a drop, and we actually got someone in the other guild got the same drop as me, the sword. This is currently selling for 39k, but because we got the heavy hit chance, it is currently valued at 63k Lucent. How crazy is that? This game needs a guild merging system. So, as I'm sure most of you know, there's a huge problem right now in the game with the top guilds running the servers. And basically, no one else wants to gets to play the conflict bosses. Yep, this is pretty much how it is on every server. I'm in the top guild on my server, and our alliance is just untouchable. Problem is, I found that there are a ton of small 10 to 15 player guilds, and if they just grouped together and formed a couple build guilds, they'd be able to face us. I think in order to facilitate this, Throne of Liberty should let us have our own guild merge system where a percentage of your guild XP up to a certain level gets put into another guild, along with all your players, so these smaller guilds can level up faster, get more players, and have a chance of competing against top guilds. Obviously, many of the top guilds have decided that we need to break up the alliance after we get the Castle Siege achievement in order to keep the server alive, but I really don't think it should fall back on players to ensure that the lowest among us will be able to enjoy the game to ensure balance on the server. I kind of like this, and it definitely does make sense. Being in obviously one of the top guilds on the server, it's pretty much impossible for any other guild to compete unless they just somehow get coordinated. But yes, most guilds like past top 10 will be pretty much only like 10 to 15 players will be playing in the guild. It's just the way it is. It's pretty unfortunate. Now, if they did have a system where you could merge guilds, I feel like this will definitely be like beneficial. But honestly, I think the whole guild system just needs to be completely reworked. It is just, honestly, one of the worst systems I've ever had in any MMO. The guild system is just awful. If I cared that much for like PvE and loot and stuff, which I really don't, I mainly just care for the PvP, I would probably just hate it even more, especially with the way loot is distributed as well in pretty much all the guilds that you join. It's pretty much left for the people who run the guild to decide where the loot goes. But yeah, like I said, I don't really care so much about the loot, but the whole guild system just needs to be reworked. I think this merging system would be definitely a step in the right direction. Yeah, what do you guys think? Caution! Caution! If you are about to open one of these bags, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you next. Now, Throne and Liberty are investigating an issue that may occur when opening precious blessing pouches or blessing pouches from the Abyss dungeon contracts. While having a full inventory, some items may not be correctly captured in the item overflow inventory as intended. We highly recommend ensuring you have enough inventory space available when opening these pouches. I don't even want to think of the amount of loot I've probably lost when I've just opened like 40 contract bags and just not had enough space. But I can't believe this is an issue that we are facing. Yeah, it's kind of nuts to me. And in other news, guys, I've mentioned this a bit in my other videos, but for those of you who didn't catch it, I will eventually be moving to more general gaming news. Obviously, I'm not going to quit the games which I'm actively covering just out of the blue, but I wanted to start covering just general, I guess, gaming news, which could obviously help you guys out. And I think this is obviously one of the first posts I saw today, which I could definitely include in my video. Now, there is a major issue currently with NVIDIA GeForce GPUs. According to NVIDIA, it's possible for attackers, which is basically hackers and stuff, to gain access to your entire system by exploiting one of the vulnerabilities. With this kind of access, hackers can not only infiltrate and execute malicious code in your PC, but also read and steal your personal data. The vulnerabilities affects GeForce software such as NVIDIA RTX, Quadro, NVS, and Tesla, both under Windows and Linux. Now, obviously, to address these security vulnerabilities, go right now, if you haven't, go download the latest NVIDIA drivers and stuff, so this doesn't happen. I saw this and I thought this was pretty insane, so hopefully this helps a lot of you guys out, especially if you play on PC. Go and update your NVIDIA drivers. I don't know when the last time you did it was, but I like to check once a week for updates. You may not have auto updates on, but yeah, just check for the latest update and figure this stuff out, because yeah, being hacked is not fun. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you're having an amazing day. And I'm going to say it one last time. If you would like to join our guild, come and join the Discord, send me a DM, and I will show you the next steps. Other than that, if you'd like for a chance to win some cheeky Lucent, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. This has been Willis Gaming, and peace.